All right, so Tyler, now that we know who the next head coach will be here in Dallas, Ken Hitchcock, what are your initial reactions?
Very excited. His resume, his history here, and how bad it seems like he wants to coach us and help us. I know what it's like playing against St. Louis. I know how he coaches that team, and I think he's really gonna help our locker room.
When you hear a guy like Mike Modano, who's been pretty public with about how he was a tough guy to play for, but he really got the best out of his players, and it was worth it when you found that success. When you hear those things, now knowing that he's going to be your head coach, how does that kind of sink in for you?
I think first it might start with me texting Mo to see what his tricks were, but in the end, it's that main comment of him saying, it was worth it in the end. I know he's going to get the most out of all of us and get the most out of me, and I think that's what's most exciting about it, is to be able to get to that point, hopefully at the end, and know everything was worth it. And obviously, like I said, a lot of history here with him. I know this is a new era here, but his resume makes me really excited. I'm looking forward to playing for him.
In that press conference, he kind of spoke to you guys directly, and it was interesting hearing how good of a team he knows that this is in this locker room and how tough you guys were to play against in the playoffs. How does that just kind of sink in for you, and I guess what have your conversations been like with him, because he seems so excited to be here and coach you guys in particular?
I mean, it's great to hear, because I think, from us players this year, we obviously have felt that we know what it was like last year, and then to be behind the eight ball from day one really this season, and trying to play like you said, like we did last year, but missing key players, missing Janmarks and Hemskys and missing speed, it hurt us this year. And it seems like he watched a lot of us, and obviously we've played against him in St. Louis a ton. So like I said, I'm really excited. It's a big boost after a tough season, for this off season. A lot of stuff to think about, and I'm looking forward to building a relationship.
Does he have your phone number yet?
He does. I've talked to him before on the phone, yes.
Very good. Well, Tyler, enjoy the offseason. Thanks so much for this.
All right, thanks.
Here with the captain now, Jamie Benn. And I guess, Jamie, now that we all know it's official and that Ken Hitchcock is your next head coach, what was your initial reaction?
A lot of excitement. I know, obviously his resume speaks a lot for the team that he's coaches, or the teams that he's coached, and it's going to be exciting to have him here as our head coach.
In that press conference that we just heard, he kind of looked at you guys directly and spoke to you about how much potential he sees in you and what he learned playing against you for so many years. What kind of stood out to you from his comments here today, and how does that sink in?
A lot. I think the relationship that he builds with us is going to be huge, and and we need to have his back too. We need to believe everything that he's saying and that he's putting out there for us, and I think it starts with myself to relay that message on to the rest of the team. But personally, I'm excited to grow a relationship with him, and we'll hopefully win some hockey games.
What have your conversations been like with him so far? He seems pretty excited to be back here.
Pretty good. I had a good chat with him for about an hour and a half yesterday, and we got to sit down and and pretty much just talk about everything, and personal lives and this team, and he's coming in here focused, and he's got a game plan set for us already, and it's up to us to execute that.
Thanks, Jamie. Enjoy the rest of your offseason if we don't see you.
Thanks a lot.